Hi, my name is Nonima Tikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk before the court starts. I want us to talk about Judge Ratamukwating. Um, something, something really. The reason I'm pausing is because I'm thinking about it. This one I'm just talking about it because I did not prepare anything. I just wanna talk. Just Jay Kubendim just talking. Ne? Now, yesterday I was having a live on TikTok with my TikTok live, and it's simple to do a TikTok live, guys, than coming on YouTube. On YouTube, you guys want to see my face, and sometimes umuntu is sitting in bed. The sitting in bed is in bed, and with TikTok, you don't need to show your face. Do you understand? So unless I can get green lights that when I'm having those nice conversations there, I can actually also go live on YouTube and also have those conversations without my face. And you guys are going to be fine with that. Do you understand? So because you've already used to me bringing my face now, sometimes people are not, happy with that. Anyway, now what I wanted us to look into in this video is that I was having people there, guests. People were talking about okay, Rob was asking this question, Zoguti. It doesn't make sense that it was Judge Ratamukwating that actually comes in and stops Baloyi from going to the confessions because Baloyi was actually on Thursday. Baloyi was going to go through the confessions. Now, it keeps one wondering, why is Judge Rata the one that is asking Baloyi, are you going to go through the confessions line by line, everything that is in there? And then when Baloyi is probing to understand what does my Lord say, and then my Lord says, no, it's not allowed. Oh, he asked and said, is it allowed? And then when Baloyi is like, yeah, it's allowed, he starts going to the other lawyers to ask if it's allowed. The others are like, yeah, it's allowed. And then Judge Rata comes and gives Baloyi this third degree about how he is not supposed to go to those confessions, and they bring authorities into the entire situations. They talk about it. And now we are sitting there listening and we are like, what's going on here? Because now I have trust issues when it comes to Judge Rat. And I was having my doubts on Thursday already. I was like, why is this judge doing this? Why is Judge Rata the one that is asking these questions? Why is Judge Rata doing all of this? Why is he asking Ubaloyi? And Ubaloyi was so lost, so confused. And in his confusion, Judge Rata got really annoyed. And now one was left wondering, why is Judge Rata the one that is stopping Baloyi to go to the confessions? Why is he stopping him? Why is he stopping him? What's in there that Judge Rata foresees that it's dangerous for Baloyi? Why is Judge Rata the one that is doing the probing? Why is Judge Rata not allowing Baloyi to go and fail with whatever that he's trying to do there? Why is he protecting Baloyi? Because it was protection. And also, if you, I'm gonna, hey, I don't know if you realized he even says he tried to reason with Ubaloyi, and Ubaloyi was like so confused, so lost. I don't know if he was really lost or it's their way of communicating, because at this point you can't trust them both. You can't trust them because Ubaloyi was dumbfounded and not understanding. Judge Rata left him hanging there and was like, you heard me. What do you mean you heard me when someone is trying to get clarity of what you are saying and they are not clear of what you are saying? And I was like, are these people playing us? But we were left wondering why Judge Rata kunguye. And also sometimes the defense does not ask right questions, because they were supposed to ask about Ramsipre Nabomnisi ukuthi, my Lord, why are you the one that is taking the place of Baloyi and asking that question? But one thing I liked is that it looked like they are here again when it comes to Siyakbona Wenzani, but they did not want to voice it out. But for some weird reason, I particularly wanted them to ask those questions and have that on record. Why are you asking him not to go? Why are you defending? Because at some point he asked something from Sibanda, and Sibanda started talking about the case of 1965, and he was like, no, don't you go there, don't. Why is he doing that? Someone make it make sense. Why is he doing that What is it that uJudge Ratha already knows ukuthi if these people go? In fact, for me, he knows that if Undanzi goes through that record, if Ubaloyi goes through that record with Undanzi, especially Undanzi, who is like this, kuyonyiwa. Kuyonyiwa because Undanzi is not going to make it easy for Ubaloyi at this point. Akazuyenza lula tu impilo kaBaloyi uzoyenza sure ukuthi uBaloyi feels the wrath of it all. That was me. That's what I could get from that. uJudge Ratha sees that uBaloyi is failing, and uJudge Ratha knows that Undanzi is gonna deal with uBaloyi. uJudge Ratha understands that Undanzi is the one that is in control. The energy, the shift has happened a long time ago. The energy has shifted long time ago, and Undanzi is the one that is in control, and Undanzi is the one that is now acting as if he's a prosecutor, not because he wants to do that, but because the circumstances are putting him in a position. And now Baloyi is the one that is battling and struggling with his case, and now he's the one that is answering questions from Undanzi, and is the one that is under pressure from Undanzi, not the other way around. So uJudge Ratha sees all of that, and is sitting there perhaps thinking, hey, the moment you go through those things with Undanzi right here, right now, ule trial, usenjeni, because those questions that you are going to ask Undanzi, he is going to pass in flying colors in answering those questions. And that is going to put you in problems, because Undanzi is going to show us ukuthi indeed everything that happened when the so-called confession was taken in front of Magistrate Cronje, it happened wrong. And uJudge Ratha will be left with nothing but to accept that everything was done incorrectly, because Undanzi arrived in front of Cronje and said, I did not bath for 8 days. I did not call my family. I never had a call. All of those things. And then it's going to bring back the Mjiako saga, and then Undanzi is going to answer those questions. And then all of that is going to take uBaloyi through something that uBaloyi is not foreseeing. So for me, I feel like uJudge Ratha did what he did to protect the state, to protect uBaloyi, even though uBaloyi was not seeing it at that time. Now, today, we are going to actually see ukuthi, is Judge Ratha going to swing this entire thing for the state, or what's going to happen? Why is Judge Ratha doing what he did? Why did he ask for heads of arguments? That's what I think we are going to see. I don't know about you, but that's what I noticed. That's what other people noticed. Ukuthi ikhona into eyenzekayo and it's not nice. And this not nice thing is unfair to the defense and the accused. But let's wait and see ukuthi uJudge Ratha uzokwenza. I want to do a video about uZithulele Nxumalo, or perhaps about the entire defense that was sitting there that day. I want to do a video about that. But what are your thoughts when it comes to all of this? Let's talk in the comment section. I want us, give me your views, give me your thoughts. Come on, let's discuss it, because wow, a lot happened. Thank you so much. I'll see you on our next video. Bye-bye.